What is going on? You guys, this is just a little thing I've been thinking about the power armor and fall and the previous Fallouts. Um Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Those are the Fallout games that I have played, and Fallout 4. Those are the Fallout games that I have played. Fallout and then Fallout 2 and Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel. I haven't played those games, and I wanted to play those games because first of all, they actually look pretty freaking awesome, which is awesome, which is something. Um, I wanted to talk about how Bethesda kind of, I can't really say mess up because they made the new power armor kind of cool because it's kind of like a vehicle, like a portable tank. Just think about an Iron Man armor, but a Fallout version of Iron Man armor. You can fly, but not for long. And it kind of screws it up because for the people who have played the previous Fallout games, will kind of know what I'm talking about. And this is just a debate, so if anyone wants to say that I'm wrong or say that there's something else to with this, then go right ahead and comment that down. I won't take offense to it. I really won't take offense to it. But here's one thing I have to say is that Bethesda kind of screwed up the continuity on the power armor because on Operation Anchorage, um, even though the simulation was kind of edited a little bit by General Chase, I think I got the name right. I'm pretty sure I got that name right. He got it. General Chase was the main editor of it. He was the main person who basically said this is correct or this is how I want it. He wanted the American soldiers to look amazing, and who wouldn't? But it would have been a lot better if he would have just made it completely realistic, saying this is what I heard some of the soldiers say. This was their reactions, and not all of them were absolutely kick ass. Some of them were afraid. Some of them wanted to go home because they didn't want to die, and a lot of them died. So of course there may be some things that are wrong, but one little detail that I saw when you saw all those winterized T-51B suits of power armor winterized was that they were hanging up. Yes, they were hanging up and not just standing there around a little workshop like the Fallout 4 versions of the power armor. And that basically proves the point that the previous Fallout games, up until the ones that I said I played, um, that they were basically just a suit you could slip on. Now, of course, you had to have some special training, and the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel knew each soldier knew how to wear it. Well, beyond initiate, I think, yeah, beyond initiate, and yeah, it it kind of messes it up because the Fallout 3's version of the Brotherhood of Steel, the one with Maxon in it, they were suits. But in Fallout 4, with Maxon being the elder of the sole survivor comes across is vehicles, basically vehicles. Now, of course, the wearer who or driver who is inside of the power armor has to move around, basically as if they were out of the power armor. But still, it's as if you're driving a vehicle. Even some of the developers, I think, even some of the developers said they wanted it to be like a vehicle. And yeah, along and if we that would be amazing if we could add if there was just a little added content Bethesda would add. And I don't blame if it didn't because this would be kind of this would be you would have to really think about this, is that the sole survivor would have a chance to ask Maxon what is there any other types of power armor. I think this is I don't know if this should, I don't know if Bethesda's gonna clear it up. I really hope they do, because it's quite confusing to me. But I hope they explain it. Like, I hope they say that before the bombs dropped, the military had two versions of power: a suit version and a vehicle version. Now, if Bethesda it either says that, or they put it in the next game, which I'm definitely gonna want to play. I'm not saying I hate Fallout. My God, I love it. I've sucked more than a year of it into more than a couple years into it. So, yeah, even though to finish Fallout 3 probably took like a month, I think, or a week. I don't know. Not a week. No, not a week. Definitely not a week. Um, if Bethesda would just explain that, put that into the continuity, into the later games, or just added one more DLC, or just add a little patch that has Maxon or someone say it, then that'll make a lot more sense, because that's the only way I'm thinking of it. It's just the American military basically have two versions of it, which would then come into my second point. From what I see in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, there's only the suit type, not the vehicle type. So how come it's not in the Mojave Wasteland and all the other DLCs? I can't name them all. Lonesome Road, Big Mountain. I know there's more. Prim? Is that a deal? I don't know. I've only played Big Mountain and Lonesome Road right now, but and Mothership Zeta for Fallout 3, all the other DLCs, they're suits. They're suits. So in the Capital Wasteland and in the Mojave Wasteland, they're suits. But only, from what I know, only in the Commonwealth, the Commonwealth of the Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying. The Commonwealth, they're vehicles. So why is it only in the Commonwealth, but not in everywhere, but not even sparsely in the other regions? Now, it would make more sense if it was in the Fallout 3 version. If it was in Fallout 3 Capital Wasteland, because they're fairly close to each other. The Capital Wasteland, of course, DC, and then Massachusetts. It sounds weird when I'm saying it. It sounds weird when I say it. The Massachusetts, and those states are pretty close. They're not a short walk, definitely, but they're close. And if I'm wrong, then I'll just correct myself, because I say some pretty stupid stuff, so you guys can go ahead and say that I'm an idiot if I got that wrong. But I remember seeing a map of the Commonwealths, and those two were pretty close to each other. Anyways, oh, okay, I thought that was a bug. I was only looking through my phone screen, and I saw that. Okay, anyways. And that doesn't make that's the other thing that doesn't make sense, is that how come the vehicle version of the power armor is only in the Commonwealth, but not in the Capital Wasteland, California, New Vegas, pretty sure, yeah, New Vegas, and yeah, I probably missed another state. I know a little bit of, I know probably decently amount of Fallout 1. I know where it takes place. I don't know where Fallout 2 takes place. Probably still takes place in California. I think. But anyways, it doesn't take I don't see any of the vehicle types in California. Mojave's Wasteland is in Nevada, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in Nevada. In Nevada and DC. And that's weird, because if the military had made two versions, they would probably be evenly dispersed, or at least sparsely. They would be sparse around they would be sparse around America. Because from what I've seen and done from playing Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 in New Vegas, the vehicle type is, let's say, more durable if you put some mods, if you kind of mod the pieces. Which comes to the other thing. If you exit your power armor in Fallout 3 New Vegas and previous games, and you drop it, it's like you dropped a not cloth, because cloth kind of crumples and it's folded. If you dropped it, it'd be like you dropping a combat armor chest plate. But in Fallout 4, and of course you could, and yes, I know in Fallout 4 you can take the individual armor pieces off and drop them, and they will drop the same. But if you get out of it, you're leaving your entire armor behind instead of it going into your inventory. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for right now. I'm probably gonna do another talking thingy. I don't know what this is. Probably just a little. I don't know. I think the next one is gonna be what I've seen of how Handsome Jack has been corrupted. How he's been corrupted in the games. I played Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I love all the Borderlands games. I love them all just as much as Fallout. They're basically my two favorite games, and yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully you guys have been able to hear me, because this has been almost 12 minutes of me just straight talking.